Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestletalk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Tell me the deck is stacked.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Brown eyes, motherfuckers. Yo, check it out. I don't know what happened. Something happened. The computer's been messing up on me tonight. But it doesn't matter because, yo, we back at it. It is Wednesday, WTW. And we at Wrestletalk Wednesday. And we got the whole crew back in the room tonight. I'm very excited for that. Yo, check it out. We got a lot of stuff that's going on. I hope you guys have been following all the stuff that we have been putting out. We got a lot of new videos. We got a lot of new merch. Listen, the merch is off the chain. Straight Through the Ropes, STR Nation. Really, guys, support. You know, if you can, grab a shirt, grab a hoodie, whatever you want to grab. We're gonna have all new stuff soon. Just trying to wait. You know, it is tax time. We got to spend the money when we got it. So I'm tired of paying bills all the damn time. But listen, man, we about to go in. I'm about to bring everybody on. We are in the middle of also upgrading STRs. You can see we got new logos. We got a whole bunch of new stuff. We're gonna have some new people on soon. And yo, listen, I'm very excited. So we'll have the new intro done soon. I don't have it uploaded right now, but we got a brand new intro. What up, Joe? But listen, let's bring back to the stage. Of course, you got the man who he ain't missing, yo. He like mellow over here. He ain't missing, yo. Work, rain, sleet, hail, snow, whatever you got. He's been in it. Yo, you got my man Slim Jefferson. What up, Slim?
Big dog, what's up, man?
What's good, bro? Definitely excited to come on tonight and talk wrestling, yo. It's been a lot going on. And I know everybody's excited too. But we also got somebody that ain't been on in a little bit, you know. She's been a little under the weather, but she's been following because she a crew. She part of the team. And that is my girl, Lay. What up, Lay?
Hey!
Oh, shit. Welcome back.
Right. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Mike sounded good too. Mike sounded really good over there.
Thank you.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
let's just hope that Lay mom don't lock her out the house no more when she ain't got her wig on.
Well, I saw
See,
that too.
Yeah, and we stay right by the road, so people was driving. I'm like,
And that's when they be the nosiest.
They gonna think Stone Cold trying to walk in my grandma's house.
Yo, yeah, Liz, great to have you back. Listen, guys, want to take time to say, first off, Yo, thank you guys for watching. Of course, thank you guys for following. Our viewership has went up a lot. We glad you guys are enjoying our content. We have so much more. We were just talking about it behind the scenes, but there's so much more coming. I'm really doing my stuff so I can get stuff outlay. Is putting together some great stuff for us, some bios, and we're trying to make some moves, man. We're gonna make some noise. So hope you guys like watching this. We ain't going nowhere, but also to shout you guys out, thank you guys so much for your dedication and your hard work that you guys put into this channel as well. It's nothing underappreciated at all by any means. We got Joe in the building. Yo, your boy JC is back with the B-liners. Good to see you and Slim and lovely Lay. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate you, man. We're gonna talk some wrestling tonight. All right. So we're gonna dive right into it, man. Listen, this is just a free talk night. Of course, we got a lot to talk about, but how everybody been, man? Everybody good Wednesday?
Yeah.
Going good, man. Going good.
Good, man. I'm tired of work, man. Tired of work already. I look to my left, and it's just here, just watching me, ready for me to get back to it. Something about sales, man. Sales is just a pain in the ass, man. I just keep talking to different people all the time. But it's here or there. If we're tired of work, can you just imagine how I'm gonna jump right into it?
Yeah.
Imagine how Cody Rhodes feel.
Oh.
If we're tired of work, just imagine how Cody Rhodes feel. He must wake up in the middle of the night like, oh damn, fucking job. Fuck The Rock. He doesn't kick pebbles, nothing.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Let me ask you this. Did anybody think that the Cody Rhodes hard time story that I guess they trying to tell in this man so hard, did anybody think that we were going to wind up seeing The Rock bring it back to the Attitude Era, yo? I definitely didn't expect that shit.
And I'll let Lay go first.
Like I said before, if you're going to sell hard times, you got to go through hard times. And Monday night was hard times.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was some brutal shit, yo. That was some brutal shit. Did y'all watch it while it happened, or did y'all catch it later?
Man,
Yeah.
We were slow that night at work, and I was watching the last little bit of it on my YouTube TV on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is prime heel Rock. Like, it reminded me, like, the first thing I instantly thought about was like The Rock and Stone Cold fighting on that bridge. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was about to toss Cody. About to toss Cody.
He did.
And like, I ain't gonna lie, I think it's the funniest thing when Rock just screams like, "You like that, boy?" I feel like the ancestors are chuckling every time he says that, bro. Like, and like the fact February. But the fact, like, we're going full in, and not trying to toot my own horn. I said this about 4 episodes back. People were complaining that The Rock was in this. Like, Rock makes this way more interesting.
Unbelievably more interesting, man. And like I was saying it. I think I shared it with you guys too. Like literally, and I don't know. This is one of the main things I wanted to talk about tonight, man. Where's Roman, bro? Like, yo, this is the gripe I got, man. Roman Reigns has been the hottest shit, the most must-see, thing for a while, man. He's been a title holder no matter what, whether you want to see him to hate him, you want to see him get beat for the belt, whatever the case may be, he's been the spectacle. And with The Rock's presence now, I didn't think that it was going to diminish Roman Reigns' presence so much. So I guess the first question of the night is like, how do you guys feel? Do you feel like Roman Reigns is like super back burner right now? Or do you feel like the establishment is still pretty good and he still looks as strong as he always has? Or stronger? Who's first?
I mean, regardless, Rock was going to be the bigger star anyway. No matter how you did the match, if you went with the original plan and had Rock versus Roman, Rock would be the bigger star. Now that you got Cody involved in all this in the tag match, the biggest star is still The Rock. Like, look at the production of his entrance, the way they pander to him, everything. Like, not trying to be funny, they don't go all out like that unless you're like Seth, Roman, or Cody. Like, as far as like big entrances like that. And like, he's made this interesting. Like, I'm tired of these people saying, it's 2024. I can't believe The Rock said fuck on live television. Y'all been crying that y'all want the Attitude Era back so bad. This is what it was.
Right.
Edgy.
And honestly, half of the stuff that went off in the Attitude Era, y'all definitely couldn't take nowadays.
Oh,
y'all was not riding in the trenches when X-Pac did blackface, and Sable and Jacqueline was out there in bra and panties matches every day. And seeing the British Bulldog get rock bottom into some dog shit, like y'all wasn't there. Like
the bloodbath.
Like so I'm like, take this for what it is, because we don't know the next time we're gonna get a legendary heel run like this. We don't have people gotta understand. Rock is probably the only active star from the Attitude Era that's doing something right now.
Yeah.
Everybody else is literally retired or can't go anymore. So I say, enjoy this ride while it lasts. And if we look at the dynamic of wrestling, Roman don't care about that star power. He acknowledged him. That's all he wants. His whole character is just saying. I'm just saying, look at the tribal chief character. He's all about acknowledgement. Acknowledge me. I don't care. Just acknowledge me.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. That's how we got this out the way. Like, you acknowledge me. You're the great one. But I just like, regardless, Rock's going to be the bigger star. I don't think it's diminished Reigns, because like what we got now is, can Cody get past Rock to get to Roman? That's the story we're telling now.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. How you feel, Lay? You feel like, there's been any kind of like The Rock kind of overshadowing Roman's presence right at this point?
Well, what's interesting, I had this conversation on TikTok with some of my followers, and they were saying they felt as though The Rock was clamoring to be relevant, and they didn't like his constant appearance. And I was like, well, really, what does he have to prove? He's The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, he's, out of everybody we named, Cody, Roman, Seth, The Rock. I mean, I know I give him a hard time with his movies, but you can't deny The Rock's presence.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Talk about the NOA family. My Buzz Shop Heroes Hideout has Rikishi booked to appear on the 21st. Oh shit.
That's dope.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Yeah, but I definitely agree with you. I mean, the thing, just like you were saying too, Slim, like, it's The Rock. No matter what happens, he's gonna take front row seat, man. It's just his thing. You can, you want to boo him or whatever, you can call him a heel, whatever. But when that fucking music hits, everybody that bitch is like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Look at Monday. Like, nobody expected him to be there. And
I didn't know that.
When his music hit, that pop is organic. Like,
I didn't know. I don't know why, but I didn't get. Commission just told me they said I thought he was advertised to be on this episode of Raw.
He was advertised for that next week.
Next week, yeah. I didn't. I thought it was this. That's what. So when everybody was saying like it was a surprise, I was like, oh, I thought it was just regular. So I guess my misreading took the surprise away from it. But yo, listen, here's another thing I wanted to say about like that situation too with The Rock coming there, man. Cody Rhodes, man, like, y'all know I got a long history of griping with Cody Rhodes and shit. And like I say, I always say it, I do like Cody. I'm not like, if it wasn't this situation, it was a different situation, I'd probably be more like, all right, Cody, let's go kick his ass, whatever. But just this situation right here, nah, Roman's the man, bro. I don't want to hear it. But like, yo, another thing with Cody is like, he's such a good guy, man. Sometimes it's just sickening to me,
It's an act.
Yo, everybody pointing at the sign, bro. When that shit happened, I said it like 3 times tonight. Like when that happened, it was just one of the things that was reassuring me. Like, bro, I cannot stand the like Roman said, the politician, like you running for president, I'm kissing babies, like it's just too much, bro. I like that edgy, I like that grit, and he got it sometimes. But he always does the callbacks to like try to remind everybody. Like, don't remind me, bro. If you're gonna be a bad guy, then be a fucking like. Even if you're gonna be a good guy with bad guy tendencies, just do it. You don't gotta have Bullet Club cufflinks and stop playing with me, bro. Like, It's like he's playing, yo. Like he's playing a part. I'm gonna wear a black suit tonight, so you know I'm. Come off it. I'm not in it.
But I think also, man, like this modern day crowd probably, if you didn't pay attention to when Cody left, probably never ever saw his heel run at all on the indie scene, or probably a lot of mainstream fans might not even know that he was in Bullet Club having a civil war with Kenny Omega, trying to be the leader and all that stuff. Like, honestly, to me, when Cody is a heel, he can be a heel. Yeah. Like, but he has to lean into it. Right now, Cody is in that Cena spot. Like, I'm about to be the face of the company, kissing babies on the side of the trucks, doing all the media. I wear the suits. I can go anywhere you tell me to do. Like, but I do agree with you. Like, don't be halfway in. Either go all the way in, or just stick to your babyface routine. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think he's setting up for Homelander Cody. I feel that.
Listen, I'm down for it.
I feel it. And I think I like him a little more if he became like Homelander Cody. Because
Dark Side.
And he did make reference to it.
Yeah. With Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman, yep.
So he hear it. He's listening. So
But Lay, so with that idea, if you do bring out that Homelander side, like we gotta face it. Like he would have to lose that title match at Mania, yo.
Yeah,
that would be like the biggest thing.
Would be a great setup. Because I believe Seth is gonna turn on him. I do believe. I'm sorry. I don't trust. I love Seth. I love Seth. Don't get me wrong, but I don't trust him. You can't. Something is just off.
I agree, because I was having a debate with a friend. Like, Seth already said on multiple occasions he don't like Cody at all. He respect him, but he don't like him. But he hate Roman more than he hate Cody. Yeah. So, but I can see Seth turning on Cody, because the whole thing going on with Seth is his whole storyline is that he's been too distracted. That's the whole thing going on between him and Drew. Drew keeps harping. Right. It's like, you're too focused on that. You need to be focused on me. And like, I get it. But at the same time, I was having a debate with somebody. Here's a bigger question. In that main event tag match, who is taking that pin?
I would say the person that has to take it would be The Rock. The person that has to take that pin it cannot be Roman by any means necessary. It cannot be Seth. If it is Seth, it gives him a reason to turn on Cody. Yeah. If it's Cody, it's almost like, well, you just lost in front of us. Now you got to redeem yourself. So it's at least a little potential, but it can't be Roman. Rock's only one that if he does take the pin, he can come back on some mad shit like, oh, Roman, you didn't even help me. I gave you the shot to prove to me you're the tribal chief, but no, now I got to really take it in. I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave you the opportunity, but you didn't. You failed, basically. Like, I mean, I can see the story spin, but I've been fucking wrong. Listen, STR. We were having a conversation. Yo, listen, I want to explain something, yo, because we all got like our individual characters and stuff like that. I don't really necessarily give my predictions like how I think WWE is going to do it. I like to give predictions that what I think would be the best outcome if it happened. That's why, because I think a lot of times, like, I be getting into conversations with different people, like on TikTok or just like even with commission and stuff like that. And I know that, like, sometimes I have outlandish stories and shit. And I'm just like, yo, if this happened, blah, blah, blah. Like, sometimes I don't even think that, what I say is going to happen. But I just feel like there is directions to go. And I like to fuck with that, mentality instead of just I think WWE is going to do this. Like, we all watch WWE. Like, we know the slant that they use sometimes. Sometimes they surprise us. But,
sometimes, because Triple H cook Monday night.
Bro,
He
Monday
did.
was so incredible, man. That was like Dre was saying, like that was one of the best Raws that I've seen in a long time,
Yes.
yo. The
I
whole show.
really, I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed The Rock and Cody, but I really enjoyed the banter between CM Punk, Drew, and Seth.
Yeah,
I
man.
really did.
This Raw to me was almost damn near perfect from top to bottom on every set of the way. And what I love is that, we're saying screw brand splits and we're just doing every storyline across the board. Everybody's interacting now.
Yeah.
We had Rhea and Becky, the Usos, everybody out there. I love this time of year,
Yeah.
man.
Me too.
The
Me too.
only thing I'm not agreeing with is two things at Mania. And people might get on my ass about this, but Sammy don't need to be in that spot. It should be Chad Gable. And I firmly stand by this. It should be right now. It should be LA Knight versus Logan Paul, not a triple threat match against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. But
Bro,
that's just.
Where is LA Knight, man? Is he even having the match with? Did that get announced yet with AJ Styles at Mania?
Did you not see the video where he went to Georgia at AJ's house and said, "I said on site"?
That's right. I did see that too. I forgot about it. Yeah. It's like I feel like that's another one I kind of feel like, I didn't talk about with you guys yet, but I feel like there's some builds that they're trying to do for these matches, and you need a match. I mean, this is Mania. You have to have builds. You can't just have random ass matches in the thing. And I guess there's some tension between LA Knight and AJ Styles that has been building. I wish it was more established, though. I wish it was more like, hey, the number one contender, anything. Like you could do anything to make it like of more importance. A number one contender for the U.S. title would be a great, at least stipulation to throw on it. Even the Randy Orton and what's it called? Randy Orton teaming with KO this week. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, bro, you got a couple things here and there. You RKO'd old boy on the prime sign, but it's not like a lot of build, man. I don't know. Like people were trying to tell me, like, yeah, there's a lot of build. The Becky and Rhea Ripley match, like, the build that was going into that, I was throwing shade at them because I'm like, they're trying to find shit for them to be more, combative with each other. Oh, you talked about my daughter. Oh, that's my dad. And like, do you need that? Like, you're going to Mania for the title. Like, can't that be enough? Like, Becky can say, hey, I want that title. I haven't had it. And you're the one to beat. And I'm going to beat you. You might beat me. But I got to beat you to prove myself. And then Rhea's like, you think you're going to be, I got to take you out to prove. It could be so much more, but they keep trying to find stupid, like, little stipulations with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just haven't agreed with a lot of the build that's been going into this. Like you say, even with Gunther and Sammy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I definitely feel like it's good, but just it's not enough storytelling for me in some of these matches, yo.
I want to ask a question too, though. Going back when Slim was saying about the brand changes, I seen a lot of people complaining about them going back and forth, saying, well, if you're on Raw, you need to stay on Raw. If you're on SmackDown, you need to stay on SmackDown. I get tired of them going back. I don't agree with it, but I've seen quite a few posts like that. And so I just want to know what you guys thought about that.
I mean, I feel like it don't mean shit when it comes to the road to WrestleMania. Like,
brand, enough going on.
Brand split is good to me, everything up until after Survivor Series. Then, that's when you start crossing storylines a little bit. Like, after we get past the Royal Rumble, that's when the brand split don't mean shit because, like, you can go start beef with somebody. Like, look at Jimmy and Jay. They've been separated for like the last couple of months, but their story has always been intertwined. Like, I'm in agreement that if you're a SmackDown superstar, be on SmackDown. If you're a Raw superstar, be on Raw. But it's like, at a certain time, we were only getting the crossover at Survivor Series when we always had that invasion angle.
That's right.
Raw, SmackDown invading Raw. Like, to me, I honestly don't care. I'm more of a, like, if you got beef with somebody, like, take it wherever, because, I grew up in that era where if you had beef on Raw, it spilled over to SmackDown.
That's
before
right.
it became a brand split. So, I mean, to each his own, but it don't matter to me.
Yep, me neither. I feel the same way. I feel like I understand the purpose of the brand split. I understand the purpose of, especially when you have a full locker room and everybody needs their time. You want this person to shine on these times, for all those reasons. But at the same time, like you said, man, there's some stories that you have to understand it's gonna be mixture. Even you got teams going up on NXT. You know what I mean? Like literally, you just had Otis and Tozawa over there fighting Braun Breaker and Baron. So it's like I don't know. It's weird because the establishment was necessary, to us to give everybody their own time. But like you said before, if there's somebody popular and they're doing big things and you want to continue that story, it's a big story. Hey, I like seeing SmackDown. I like seeing the Bloodline shit on SmackDown and then kind of jumping into Raw.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things I like watching. So I think
I ain't
people gonna bitch no matter what. Like if people got an option, be loyal, like it's just a reason to complain. But what benefit are you getting from not doing? I can see if like you just saw the same matches on both nights, then you can be like, oh, it's the same thing, but it really isn't. I mean, they spread it out pretty well.
meant to ask.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the video package hyped up for Trick versus Mello and NXT Stand and Deliver?
Yeah, I saw some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah, I did see some of it. And
Dog, that video package just sells the show right there.
yeah,
And like Carmelo Hayes on the main roster is going to be something great to see.
yeah,
Like I feel like this match with Trick is going to be his send off, and
Yeah.
it'll be very, very interesting. Quick question:
yeah. I definitely do like Carmelo Hayes and like the things that he does, but I feel like I don't know, man. I just can't get behind him as hard. Like it's
Why?
weird. It's weird because I like Trick Williams more than I like Carmelo Hayes, yo. It's weird. It's weird because he's a phenomenal athlete, but I feel like Trick he just got that shit, yo. Like he's got something with him that every time I see him, for some reason, I always relate him to Booker T. I feel like he's like one of them type of dudes, like long limbs. The way he moves his legs and kind of wrestles even also. Like he's got that Booker T kind of aura for me. But Carmelo Hayes, even though he's like dope in the ring, he can move, he's good. I can't like see him. I don't know. Maybe because I can't compare him, or I don't know. I just haven't been able to vibe with him yet. But
I'll tell you a match that might steal the show that WrestleMania weekend. This triple threat big man match for the North American title, where it's going to be Dijak, Josh
Yes.
Briggs, and Oak Femi. That's going to be crazy.
yeah,
And honestly, I don't know what it is. I love Obafemi, but it's something about Josh Briggs, man. He reminds me of like this roughneck version of JBL, and I think JBL blessed him with the clothesline from hell to
Yeah.
use in the match. So I think that kid's gonna go far, man.
yeah. I like Dijak too, man. I think Dijak is one of those guys. He gives off like the persona, like I like the whole glasses, like the bad cop kind of deal, and it's like
Hold on. Round of applause for Dijak for revitalizing his stuff after Retribution, man.
for real, bro. Yo, that match between him and fucking Keith Lee in NXT, bro, he's incredible, man. It's crazy that he got so under. Yeah, he got so underutilized. Like that Retribution crap was, it just really buried a lot of people, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. Even Mia Yim, like there's certain people I'm also noticing that I am kind of tired of seeing losing all the time. Like I'm tired of seeing Mia Yim losing. I feel like she's somebody else who should be stepping up a little bit, maybe putting a bigger picture. On commission, we were over there. We were trying to figure out, besides Becky Lynch and like besides the Charlottes and everybody who like everybody wants to see all the time, like who are some newcomers, like up and comers who we can start really paying attention to, man. Tiffany Stratton. That was one that I said. We were trying to debate on like Raw, because the women on Raw right now, it's hard. You got Rhea, you got Chelsea Green was somebody
Nia.
else that I said. Nia, she's somebody who's coming. I'm ready for the next round, man. The next round of stars to start getting built up.
I feel like if they didn't have her in the freaking tag team, Zoe Stark could be really good. on her own.
She's a good wrestler. She's definitely a
And
good wrestler.
honestly, two people who don't get enough credit. Number one, because she's considered small, Candice LeRae, and then I think Indy Hartwell could actually do really well if she gets let loose.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know she had the NXT championship and then she got injured and everything. Almost sound like that championship should be cursed too because Roxanne had that shit. She got injured. Um, but hear me out, yo. See if y'all fuck with me. Like, there's two things that I really think that can start kind of helping establish stars a little bit more, and it's something that was very big in the older days of wrestling. Number one is I feel like there has to be another belt that has to be present for people to be able to go after. I feel like definitely in the women's division, I feel like we need kind of a mid card, whether it be like an intercontinental, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like not a goofy title either, not a divas, whatever. No, none of that stupid. An actual championship. Like, hey, we're introducing. We want to, represent, this part or this piece or whatever. This is the, European Women's Championship, and then that gives the girl something to go after. You know what I mean? Like, so we got the title picture that's taken by both titles. And then you have that belt that, you can have your Mia Yim matches and Candice LeRae, and that will help build them and put them in title picture. And you can see that. So I feel like that would be an awesome idea. And I also, one of the other ideas I have is this is the biggest. Get managers, man. I think managers need to make a hard comeback, yo. Look at anybody that we see, whether it was back in the day with Mount of the South, Jimmy Hart, Paul Heyman, Slick Rick, whoever you want to talk about. They help the character feel important. Like, that's the whole thing. They come out, they walk Jimmy Cornette. They come out, they walk with them, they do the heel shit or they do the face shit and they big them up or whatever. And it helps the guy look important, man. Look at what Paul Heyman, no bullshit. I don't fuck with anybody says nobody liked Roman Reigns. Nobody liked people were hating Roman, bro. And then you put him with Paul, you turned him heel, and he looked like the most important fucking thing. And look at the establishment, bro. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's like
and the teeth.
And the teeth.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Got them chompers. Got them chompers on them.
Don't do that. But going back to what you said, Brian, about the women's division, it's funny that you said about inserting a new belt because Becky Lynch was saying that she actually liked the women's division in NXT and how they have storylines that don't revolve around a belt. And she feels like the women division just needs storylines, not necessarily revolving around a belt or anything like that, but just long-term storylines.
Yeah.
Getting those matches out there. So
I agree with that too. I definitely agree with that too. I mean, there's definitely a lot of story you can tell. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stories you could tell. You can do a lot of different things. I mean, it's hard. NXT is good, but it's at some point you looking down and you're like, oh, this is like, just like Slim just said with Candice LeRae and how she's kind of jumping into Maxine. And Maxine was getting booed in the live shows and stuff like that, which, that's kind of harsh or whatever, but it's wrestling. But then, I like how they're kind of establishing her, or they were. Hopefully they continue. And they're like, oh, okay, this bitch want to talk about me. I'm going to go home and cry, blah, blah. There would be a perfect opportunity for her to bring her in and, like, let her kick ass. It's a story right there. You want to see Maxine versus Candice at some point now. So it can happen.
I've heard rumors that they were considering a mid-card women's title in the E, but that's only rumors. Here's my thing. I feel like they have very, very deep rosters on both SmackDown and Raw. But I think what hurts us sometimes is we don't build women stars up enough. Like there's a certain echelon in the E where there's only certain people that like are in that title picture. Like when you're like a Becky, a Bayley, a Charlotte,
right?
Now a Bianca, and everything. So here's my thing. I think a mid-card women's title would be good, but my only thing is you barely get the booking for your world title and your main women's title, right? And I'll say it, Io's reign has been very, very lackluster compared to Rhea's.
Super lackluster.
And I mean, not trying to be funny, even Lyra Valkyria's NXT Women's Title reign to me has been more interesting than Io's WWE Women's Title reign. But my thing is though, I wouldn't trust you with a mid card title because you can't even get your tag team titles right.
Yeah, that's another good point.
Before they got on Asuka and Kari, nobody was really paying attention to the women's tag teams championships like that.
I mean, they were doing a little bit better than they were because, at least they were like establishing, you had the Raquel and the Liv, you had the even Rousey and Shayna. I mean, they were getting more love than what they were originally, for sure. But the thing is, like, you're underutilizing some of these bigger names, like you were saying, like Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, and two people who definitely should. I would love to see them both in like a title match, like for the belt. Like, definitely have the potential for it. Or even like a faction. Like, Damage Control did introduce that, where okay, you got a couple of good wrestlers and women going there, and Bailey just holding them down. But why not a couple more factions where it could be just even more just recklessness? You got Damage Control. Okay, you got Zoe, you got Shayna, you got somebody else badass. Even Nia, like, just running rampant and giving people stuff to do. Like Leigh said, making more storylines. It's definitely a lot of potential. I want to jump real quick because this is actually a perfect segue. Speaking of women, I haven't talked about AEW at all, or like anything else really at all in the last couple episodes because of Mania. But Sasha did just go back. Mercedes Moné just went back to AEW, and I know Dynamite was on tonight. Leigh, how did you feel? We didn't get to ask you. How did you feel about her her presence on at Big Business?
Okay.
Be honest.
I guess it's more so I was one of those people that wanted her to go back to the E. So I just see so much potential for her there.
Yeah.
I can see the stories that can be made. I wanted her to come back, join with Naomi. That could have added back to that tag team. I've seen people talking about factions with Naomi and Bianca and Bailey, and having Sasha in the mix would have been great. But I mean, I'm happy that she seemed like she got a good reception. I don't really like that song though.
CEO.
That song is horrible.
Yeah, she got to call Snoop.
Sorry,
she got to
CEO.
call Snoop because I'm not. Yeah. But something interesting though, I watch Eric Bischoff's podcast sometimes.
Oh man, yeah.
And he really came down hard on her return. He was hard.
He wasn't lying though.
I was just gonna say that he didn't lie, but I kind of feel like the numbers that he was comparing are you can't compare AEW numbers to WWE numbers. I don't think that's fair. And I know I can't say that because he came from a beef with WWE, the ratings war. So I get where he was coming from there, but I still think she had a decent enough reception. Because what was like 1,500?
15 to 16,000 in Boston.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good amount of people in the arena with you. I mean, I think what he was really also saying was that as a whole, because I think that still with her arrival, with everybody pretty much knowing she was going to arrive, Dynamite only did, I think it was like only 700,000 that night. It wasn't giant numbers, and I think that they all had the representation, like, oh, Sasha Banks is on here. It's going to be, people are going to turn in that never really turned in before. And to be honest, they pretty much had the same numbers they always did. Yeah. And that's why it's I said it before, man. And that's why I wanted to talk about Sasha, because I keep calling her Sasha. I don't think it's ever going to go away. But I want to talk about her because it's just like you said, like I actually really wanted her to go back to WWE because that's the establishment I was used to her in. She did the run in New Japan, had the match with Kyrie. I mean, it was okay, and maybe I could have gotten adapted to her becoming Mercedes Moné and everything like that, but her injury took it away. Then she came back. Now she's in AEW, and it's just like it's a constant bounce. I can't get reestablished with her like I was established with her for the 10 years she was in WWE or
Yeah.
whatever. Such a run. And then also me coming off of my shit, I thought that they were definitely going to bring back the damn 4 horsewomen to go up against Damage Control, which I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If there was a potential, and then Sasha, Becky, Bailey, and Charlotte could have went up against the Kabuki Warriors, Dakota, and whoever, and Io. Bro, listen, yo. To me, how the fuck is that not Mania right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, or a SummerSlam or something. Like, I just don't understand. Like, people got money.
Well,
I
they
guess it's
said it was
politics.
money. Yeah, they said it was a
Yeah,
money thing. She wanted
politics.
like allegedly she wanted what Charlotte or a little
Yeah,
more than what Charlotte is getting.
I heard that too. Yeah,
So
She
that's where
so from what I've seen and read, Tony threw a bag at her, and it was for 3 years with the option to leave in the third. So, I think it's more so that here's my thing. I think I'm in the majority. I think that if she went back to the E, yes, we would have loved it and
true.
expected it. But Sasha can be, what's the word, stubborn, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's what we heard at least.
yeah.
That's what we
So I
heard.
mean,
Story.
depending on how those negotiations went, if something went said the wrong way, that could have motivated her to go sign things. Was her debut good? Yes. I would have wanted to see her interact or do a move or something more. But we're here for the hypeness at first, and I can already see what they're doing. She already has a storyline with Willow Nightingale, and if what I think is going to happen persists, which I don't believe, Julia Hart should drop the title to her. But I think that is going to be Willow versus Julia at Dynasty, and I think Willow goes over Julia, and then Willow and Mercedes have a title to feud over, because I don't think that she will get thrown right into the AEW women's title picture, especially now that this timeless Tony Storm gimmick is way, 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 way over
Yeah.
right now. So I think that she would be good. I think it, gives us potential for a lot of good matchups. One thing I really want to see would be Mercedes Moné versus a Britt Baker when she gets back healthy, or a Jamie Hayter, even a Chris Statlander, or maybe a Mercedes Moné versus a Thunder Rosa or something like that. I think that would be great, because AEW's women division is very, very deep. It's just that sometimes I feel like it's kind of hard to describe the division because it's kind of all over the place.
That's what I was gonna say. Because I mean, whenever I see it, I don't really get deep, man. I don't know, man. You got people who just kind of bounce around. Riho just came back, and she's still there. Like, I don't even know Soraya. Like, it's like they have a lot of people, but you don't see them doing shit.
Well, they say they have an issue with booking. That's always been a thing that they said, that Tony is a trick. So
see her and
more likely
literally bed just because she saw her.
And
Mercedes.
he made a good point too about saying they should have put her on later because
yeah.
we would have been forced to watch.
Yeah, that's usually what they do with those kind of events or whatever. They keep the the main spectacle for the end.
Because
that shit right out.
How long are their episodes usually? Like
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, about 2 hours. 2 hours ain't enough for me, bro. Not ever since Raw introduced to 3. I'm sorry, 3 hours.
You're greedy.
For me.
You're spoiled.
Listen, Lay, I gotta get listen.
You're spoiled.
It's so much to watch, man. Like, even back in the day, because remember, Nitro used to be 3 hours too.
Yeah.
Used to have WCW Nitro used to be 3 hours, and I used to watch 1 hour of Nitro, and then at 9 o'clock I switch over to watch Raw, and that was how I did it every week. But it's just like having that extra hour there, we was talking on commission, like, it's definitely a lot that you can mess up and, have too much going on and, just not enough happening.
But
You
if
just
it's
got
a good episode, you don't even notice because
trying to tell
Monday
you.
night 11 o'clock hit and it was just like, what?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
this late.
And SmackDown, you have a couple segments and then bam, it's the end of the damn night and you barely saw any wrestling. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, especially with storylines like The Rock and these big storylines that they have, which should continue. It shouldn't go anywhere. It should get even deeper, especially after this whole WrestleMania. Like, WrestleMania hopefully establishes a lot of new beginnings and it hangs up some of these stories that they got, because if it continues on after going into Backlash and you still got the same kind of stuff, like, I firmly believe that WrestleMania should make a lot of closed doors happen. The tag titles being number one. Hopefully, this awesome 6-pack ladder. I don't think we understand how great this ladder match is going to be at this point, yo. And it's also crazy that I'm sorry. I'm probably another person who just feels lonely as hell on this topic. I don't want Miz and R-Truth to win the fucking tag titles, man. I'm
Get the
sorry.
fuck outta here.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you got Slim
Sorry, yo.
cursing. You got Slim cursing.
I don't want it, man.
This match is made for Miz and Truth.
It is. It is.
As much crap as he has went through the Judgment Day, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I know Truth and Miz not taking no crazy bumps at their age, but the other teams in this match, like, it's gonna be crazy, chaotic, and honestly, when's the last time we had a ladder match at WrestleMania? Like,
I'm down for it. Yeah, I'm super down for it.
I feel like it's gonna be crazy, but bro, you tripping on this one. Like, this is this is a moment meant for Miz, and as soon as they finish that, split them tag titles and bring them back gold, because this silver crap is boring, man.
Please do. The only titles that haven't got recognition, I don't know, bro. I just feel this was my take on it. I definitely know that, R-Truth has been, they've had the story of Judgment Day's been whooping their ass, even though he's playing around like he's in them and all that stuff. It's been fun. There's been a lot of greatness coming from it. And this is kind of a build because of that storyline. Judgment Day is the tag champions, and R-Truth and The Miz now are kind of the ones involved in that story. But it's like this ladder match is so epic, bro. There's never been a 6-pack ladder match ever in history. I don't even know of a 6-pack tag match, going in for any establishment. But to have this match at this caliber with the kind of tag teams that you have, I just don't feel like we should be doing it to a joke tag team. That's literally how I fucking feel. Like, I love R-Truth, but
joke tag team now.
Been a team before.
Yeah, I know they were a team way back. They were a team before most of the teams that are on there now even were established.
People got to remember these are the two people that were heel going against Cena and Rock back in the mid 2000s when The Rock came back and had beef with Cena.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Let me ask you this: if it ain't Miz or Truth, who do you want to see win the match?
Bro, you don't think I'm fucking crazy, right? I'm telling you right now, I want AOP. I'm ready to see AOP establish dominance. I'm ready to see AOP jump in. I thought about this shit a lot too, yo. The one thing, let's see what Warren talking about last year. Just no ladder match. They had a 6-pack tag match last year.
Oh yeah, that's when.
That's right. They did. Street
that's
Profits.
when Angelo Dawkins hit the fuck out of Braun Strowman.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. You weren't Warren, which wasn't a ladder match. All right, so yeah, stand corrected. And they said they got the bag TK signed workers just like a scorecard and do nothing unless you were a Brian, Mox, or a Jericho. Yeah, I guess so, man. That's WCW light, remember? Same shit they were doing back then.
Don't do that.
But anyway, all right, so what the fuck was I saying? I was saying, so yeah, AOP. I feel like, them coming back, the tag teams that are in WWE right now, they have a lot of good tag teams. Here's another thing with this same topic. Yo, the War Raiders or whatever they're called, man. Listen, bro, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. Ivar and they need to go somewhere, yo. If you can't not get injured every fucking 5 minutes, I can't remember them being able to have a run because one of them was injured or the other one. Now they're both fucking injured. Just don't wrestle. I'm sorry.
You made me think about Drew when he told CM Punk, "You live a straight edge life, but yeah, you still end up in rehab."
He was right. Ain't nobody fucking trying to wrestle somebody and put titles on you and you injure every 5 minutes, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like it's not interesting.
I'm gonna blow y'all minds with this because I know I give him a lot of hell, but this version of Drew has grown on me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I love it.
This nonsensical, smart ass, like even him trolling fans is crazy.
Yes.
That's the main thing. It's crazy.
He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. And Lay, I know you were actually saying it at the beginning, like a lot more, because I've on record been saying like, yo, Drew McIntyre is boring as shit. I don't care about him being a face at all. I like the Scottish psychopath stuff. When he teamed with Dolph Ziggler and was that weird Shawn Michaels fucking Diesel, I was for it. But when he became face and he was just corny, he wasn't good on the mic. I don't know what happened, but Drew got good on the mic. He tore CM Punk's ass up, bro.
He did.
He tore CM Punk up on the fly too.
When he said that, I screamed.
Incredible.
Oh, ate him up.
CM Punk's another one. It was all exciting when he first got there, and he comes out whenever they're in Chicago like a cockroach. I don't give a fuck about CM Punk anymore. I don't want to even see him in a match. Go ahead, Slim.
Let me ask you though, since we talked about overshadowing, is the Drew CM Punk thing overshadowing Seth?
No, because Seth's involved in everything else. So it's like, if anything, if Drew McIntyre wasn't as good as he is right now, Drew McIntyre would be easily an afterthought. Think about it. Think about if Seth Rollins placed himself in the Cody Rhodes shit for whatever reason they want to establish. At the end of the day, you're a title holder, bro. They made that title holder for you. According to you, you're the title holder because the other title holder isn't really a title holder. Even though he had to ship for 3 years, however you can make sense of that. But at the same time, like, you made this whole, pitch to Cody Rhodes how he should pick you because you're the defending champion. But now you over here sidelining your own shit so you can go deal with somebody else's fucking drama? Nah, you crazy. You can't make sense of that to me. I'm sorry. That story just don't make sense to this day to me. So Drew McIntyre making a name for himself by fucking with CM Punk, like you said, on social media, doing everything, and then telling Seth, like, Seth, are you stupid? Like, I'm dominant. Do you see me? I'm huge. Like, that shit is perfect heel work, bro. And he's right. You can't even hate him. He's absolutely right.
Like, I love what he keeps saying. He's like, you keep being distracted, I'm gonna hit you with a claymore, and that's gonna be it.
I'm telling you.
I'm starting to think that he may get this belt at Mania.
Listen. I mean, I just talked about this with an older guy at work who's been a wrestling fan since like the 70s, 80s. Like, is Drew not owed this just a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, not trying to be playing, like, the spot he's in and to go over, would he not be owed based on what he did during the pandemic? All due respect, because going up into that thing, nobody was more red hot than Drew at that time.
Yeah.
And then when he eliminated Brock, we was like, that's foreshadowing shit for sure.
For sure.
So, like, but, I think like we all try to forget 2020 even happened because of COVID and all that stuff and how horrible it was. So, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't count that WrestleMania because there was no fans there. It was hard to get in. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but it was just like, when you don't have a crowd at a wrestling match, that takes out 90% of the.
Because to be honest, I don't even think I watched Drew's match. Is that the one where AJ and the Undertaker did the great?
Yes,
Now I remember. Now we watched that. Like, me and my cousins, we got together and we watched that at his house because that match was. And I like that aspect.
The Bray Wyatt and John Cena and all that. Yeah, I mean, that was creative, but just to have, and like he just said, like, just to sit there with a match. I didn't
even watch it. I think we talked through that whole one.
I didn't watch that
So
whole. I didn't watch that whole WrestleMania, bro. I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. And it was weird because if you remember, back in back in the day, they had that Super Bowl match on Sunday Night Heat with The Rock and Mankind in the empty arena, and they were just fighting all through the arena,
yeah,
and stuff like that was like that was just like a spectacle. But it wasn't like we just had to watch a whole event with them coming out the ramp and nobody's
yeah.
there. It was just too fucking weird,
And I
man.
think that's why the Undertaker and AJ Styles match went over the way it did,
Yeah,
because it was a spectacle. Because it was like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, they're in this graveyard and they're like all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like very theatrical. It was well done, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like left a lot of room open. Like even smaller things, like when they had the damn the Thunderdome, whatever, and you had remember when Brock Lesnar took friggin' Dominic and just earthed his ass off the thing. You could do stuff like that because there was no fans
Yeah.
to take pictures and show that there was like a bubble there or whatever. But yeah, is he owed it? That's the question, Slim. Is he owed it? I think he definitely deserves it. I think he
Yeah.
definitely deserves it because he definitely did hold it down. But I don't care like how much or whatever you did. To me, you still have to be relevant. You still have to be present. Like if
And
you if
he is.
he is, he absolutely is. But if he was still trying to rock with that same bullshit that he was doing before he got into this new adaptation of himself, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I want to see you, and I don't give a fuck what, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just off the strength of you held it down, just
He
because
was
he was boring, bro.
if he was still on that I'm the Scottish Warrior thing, like nah.
Yeah.
All that Sheamus and Bobby Lash, that shit was all boring to me. I'm sorry. They had good matches, but it was you had to watch the match to be entertained, in my opinion. Like it just wasn't good.
Yep.
The build and shit wasn't good. But yeah, man. I mean next week is gonna be a big week, guys. We got Mania predictions, bro. Like, yo, listen. I was trying to think of something to do. As far as what's gonna be special next week. I promise I'm gonna have everything all situated the way it needs to be. But I'm trying to think of like something else we can do as far as the predictions. Like I told you guys, I think we're trying to work on like seeing like maybe like having a belt or something like that or whatever. I still don't got my belts. Things are messing with me right now. I can't get my stuff together like I want. But
I'm
I'm
telling you, search eBay, or if you're gonna make that jump, you got to catch the shop on like a Tuesday or a Thursday when they're giving out discount codes.
okay. Thank you for saying that because Tuesday I was already going to. It's already in my cart, like and it is a lot of effing money, but I was noticing that because it shows on Facebook every now and then, like the discounted prices for the titles and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, I gotta check that shit out because I was gonna try to do Amazon, but Amazon be giving you some shit, and if it gets messed up, I'm gonna be pissed. So I'll just pay the money.
Don't trust Amazon with the title. Either you type in a respectable belt maker in eBay, which half of them come from Pakistan anyway. But honestly, what I do is I just like look for promo codes. Like promo codes for like titles. Like I've been pricing out the classic white strap title, the 2014 version,
Oh yeah,
for a while. So like one day, like on a Monday, it'll be like 380 or something like that. On a Tuesday, like you said on Facebook, that price will be slashed down to like 271. So that's
yeah.
what I do. I just look for discount codes.
Got it. Well, good advice, bro. Because I'm definitely going to check that out actually, and hopefully as soon as I get everything going over here, I'll be able to grab my shit or whatever. But yeah, Beeline, we're definitely, like I said, we got some new merch, we got new stuff going on. Glad to have the whole team back in. Guys, I also wanted to say to you guys as well, like we are going to have a couple more people that are going to be joining us, every now and then or whatever. We're the core members, STR. Like we've all been here from day one. But I am trying to see if we can get like a stand-in fourth person, like our own little JD McDonough or whatever, like especially just to have more kind of conversations, whether male or female, whoever.
And
Go
we
ahead, bro.
gotta, my bad, we gotta send a special shout out to Ray for healing up after a small accident she had. We praying for you. Hope you feel better, Ray.
Definitely, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray was my sidekick for a while, but yeah, I mean, It's been a while since we've seen Ray. She was an accident. We hope that everything's doing good. She says she's healing up and she's doing better. I would love for Ray to get back up in here and be able to be here every week, but I really want to have like a panel of 4 every week if we can, just to keep the dynamic strong, man. And if somebody wants to come in here and argue and be fun, combative, you got to be fun. Don't come in here trying to be stupid and reckless. But I would love it, man. I like our debates and our conversations and stuff like that. And we always have nice, good time talking about shit. We don't got to worry about no stressed out stuff, whatever. But listen, guys, I'm not going to hold you guys too long tonight. Next week's going to be a big night. A lot of fun. Wrestling's a lot of fun right now.
Yeah.
I still want to see some more stuff, going on as far as with, everything after Mania. Got to remember that too. It's going to be so much stuff that's going to be changing. That we'll have so much conversation on that as well.
Yeah. So I know we're about to wrap up. So before we get out of here, realizing for anybody that wants to know outside the bubble, we're getting closer to Mania week, which means there's going to be a lot of shows present. That Friday night, you should get 2 TVs because it will be Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor, starting at 7:00. That's their main card that weekend on WrestleMania weekend. Then you'll have SmackDown coming on at 8 also. Also following SmackDown, you'll have the Hall of Fame ceremony. That's all on Friday night.
That's right.
Saturday, we have NXT Stand and Deliver in the morning/afternoon. Then WrestleMania Night 1 going into that with the pre-show probably at 6 or 7. And then lastly, we're going to go into WrestleMania Night 2. That's Sunday, headlining headlining Roman versus Cody. But also, if you're looking for outside the bubble stuff as well, we are in a new era in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Okada is gone. Will Ospreay is gone. Tetsuya Naito is almost at the end of his career. Ibushi is gone. So everything we have now is new up-and-coming Japanese stars. Their newest star, Yujiro, just won the New Japan Cup and will be challenging Tetsuya Naito at their summer classic called Sakura Genesis, which is basically the equivalent of SummerSlam in New Japan. And also right now, TNA is hot right now. Mustafa Ali is holding down that X division. I'm glad he's getting a chance to do that. Dolph Ziggler, aka Nick Neiman, is about to challenge Moose for the TNA world title in the next couple of months. So that's really going to be good.
Y'all want to watch that.
We've got a lot of good stuff coming. I'm excited about this Jimmy versus Jay match at Mania. So I mean,
really excited about that one.
As Brian and Lay said, we're growing the STR brand. Our goal one day is to be going live at like some type of stadium, arena, maybe even like a big pub or something, having a live viewing with y'all one day. So, y'all come and support us, support the channel, support all these pages. Lay does so much work behind the scenes. Brian does all this work behind the scenes. I feel like I don't do enough. I'm just a wrestling
bro. You got the knowledge though. It's like right now. So keep feeding it. Yeah, you holding it down with the knowledge, bro.
A shout out to everybody. I know I can't wait for the show next week, and that's all I got so far.
Nah, I appreciate it. Yeah, Slim. Yeah, like I said, like the teamwork from the group is like, it's incredible, man. I when I first started doing it, I never thought it was gonna be like this. I thought originally get on here and just talk about wrestling, but trying to make pages and the merch and stuff, that was never in the plan. And I love it, and I can only see it going forward, just going to different events. So if you guys, as you guys are watching, feel free to send us a message if you guys are interested in, either coming on, or if you got an idea, you want to see stuff that you want us to talk about or whatever, man. The whole Wrestletalk Wednesday movement is definitely growing. It's only 3 months in, and we're just getting started, man. It's these next couple months are definitely going to speak volumes of everything going on. But man, it is the end of the night. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Slim, what time you be getting off of work and everything?
Brother, I pull in like 10, 11-hour days.
Yeah. I just noticed that. Like, I'm like, over here, we're all East Coast, I think. It's like 10 o'clock now.
Got here at 9:45.
What, 9:45 at night?
The morning.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you work hard, bro.
Yeah.
You work hard, man. Oh, yeah, much respect, bro, for you jumping in and staying on with us and stuff like that. I'll tell you how much I appreciate it, bro. I have people who don't do shit and they still can't get on there. There's nothing they can't get on the show.
tell you one thing about me, man. I have a passion about this and I have a passion about molding people. I have a lot of good people in my restaurant that I want to see molded into leaders.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm in a platform as an African American male to make that happen makes me happy.
Awesome.
And like my dad always said, you sacrifice for what you want. And, I have a good enough team to where I can step away for an hour and do something that, reflects my passion.
Definitely,
And,
yeah.
my thing is though, ever since you've asked me to do this, it's been something that I've taken seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like, just this dynamic, man. Even if I'm having a stressful day, I'll be real with you. The fact I get to come out here and just talk wrestling, whether it be AEW, New Japan, or WWE, makes me feel good, and also has like done wonders for my mental health as well. So like honestly, like y'all keep me going, and it's like I look at other podcasts and I see people like low key throwing shade, hitting on each other, and it's like we don't do that. It's just like we laugh, we joke, and it's just like we just want to see each other succeed.
For real.
So I appreciate you telling me to work hard. That's like low key why I love the Intercontinental title so much. That's why I want to buy it so much, because I've always considered myself a workhorse. And like, me growing up, when I saw somebody with that title, they were token to be the next big thing.
That's right. You're absolutely right. That's what I was saying also about the women in that same thing, because I feel the same way. Like we grew up watching like Intercontinental Championship, not all the way back like Pat Patterson days, but like more like when you had The Rock and you had
Shawn Michaels
and Triple H, like even like Goldust and stuff like that or whatever. Like these guys were holding those titles, and it made them like more of a big deal. And I definitely agree with that, man. I feel like it's just got to be something, man. People need more of a reason to even build on a storyline. That's just the biggest thing that I think that can be small tweaks that'll really help engagement with people a little bit more. Speaking of like titles and merch and everything like that or whatever, like, even just thinking in that way, like, when are you going to see people just, I got to go buy the new JD McDonough shirt and shit. Like, you ain't going to see that too often. But you establish a motherfucker like now he's on Judgment Day. So now JD McDonough, he's got a little bit more, going for him. So now maybe I do want to, because that match he had with Ricochet on Monday was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it was
phenomenal, bro. So, but yeah, Slim, definitely appreciate you too, bro. I'm really glad that this platform can do that for you. I look at some of the podcasts I do as therapy as well. Like I go on some shows and I feel great after I get done. Other shows as well, like. I really appreciate you guys, man, and we're gonna be back. Yo, WrestleMania predictions next week. Lay, we glad to have you back. Yo, listen, I'm ready
to be back.
Let's go, man. Yeah, we got big shit coming, yo. I really appreciate you guys. But until next time, we gonna stay true, stay positive, and pay attention. Work hard, go for your goals, and I love y'all, man. Have a great night, guys. Get some good rest, get some good sleep.
Good night.
See you tomorrow. Night.
Peace.